I will be showing how to max out lockpicking. Sadly, there is no fast way power level. The best advice I have is to have a lot of lockpicks. They are abundant with Khajiit caravans, Thieves Guild, and general goods stores. They can be duplicated. Lockpicking XP is earned by picking a lock, and the order being from least XP to most XP being Novice, Apprentice, Adept, Expert, Master. This also corresponds with how hard the lock will be to pick. The lock isn't necessarily hard to pick. The spot where you unlock it just gets smaller and smaller with each one, but perks can be invested into lockpicking to make each one easier. XP is also earned by breaking picks, which is very useful in the early levels but not so much in the late levels. Use the Thief Stone to get more XP for picking locks. Depending on your version of Skyrim, at the very beginning of the game, you can craft a backpack that makes lock picking 15% easier and gives you 75 extra carrying points.
But solid.
They say Helgen got hit by a dragon. One of those horrors comes here. Be ready.
The first method is by breaking picks. Very good for early, but once again, not good for late. To get from level 15 to 100, it will take 366,403 lockpicks. I don't know if this number is still true though. I would assume it's probably a lot less by now. The second method is to get the skeleton key, but I would do this once the lockpicks you're breaking no longer give enough XP. The skeleton key never breaks and can be used until you return it. The main problem with the skeleton key is that you do not get it until you're towards the end of the Thieves Guild questline. The third method is picking the lock. You can find a variety of locks in the Cistern, Calcemos Dwemer displays in Markarth, Jorrvaskr, Dragonsreach Jarl's quarters, and almost every city door past 8 PM. It wouldn't hurt for some fortified lockpicking though. Locked doors and displays reset every 10 days, but the one in Calcemos laboratory did not. Maybe they had to be closed. I never closed ones in Dragonsreach, but they reset. You can get thousands of lockpicks by buying and duping them. You could tie your stick down or rebind them to get AFK levels while you're away. After many lock resets and many hours, I did get lockpicking 100, but I would recommend leveling it as you go and not all at once. The clips I'm showing now is just 1 hour of lockpicking, but the higher levels the more XP is required. It took me in total around 5 hours of non-stop picking locks and resetting to max it out. Lockpicking is very easy to understand. The only bad part is leveling it. Definitely recommend doing it as you go and not power leveling all at one time. It's not hard to pick locks. You can pick any lock from level 1. It just makes it easier by using it. You get more loot, more gold, better the possibility of valuable stuff. But overall, I would say lockpicking is a perk you invest when you have nowhere else to put one. Another quick side note here, if there's anything wrong with the video, which I'm sure there is, I made this thing entirely on 2 hours of sleep after a 16-hour work shift. Let me know in the comments and I'll try and fix it in the description where I get to it then. If you found this video useful to you in any way, or you learned something new from it, feel free to let me know. If you know the actual number of picks that need broken to max out lockpicking, that'd be kind of cool. My idea was just tie down to rebind my key to the space bar and just let it do it all night and see what I get to in the morning when I wake up, but I feel like there's better ways to do it besides that. Either way, I hope this video is useful to anyone who need to know how, to anyone who want to know the best way to level lock picking, and that is by picking locks.